Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So this video is going to be like a part two of the Ordinary skincare. I recently went back in with my boyfriend whilst in London to their London store, which is in Spitalfields. We picked up a few pieces and I've been using them ever since and loving them. So I thought I'd do like an updated review of how I've been using them, what they're for, again because I feel like it's still like a really new brand and not all of us still really know about it. Still using all of my other products, which you'll find in my first video all about the Ordinary skincare. So this is just a second part of things that I'm using, as well as I've got 6 more things I've added to the collection and loving. Let's go straight to it. Okay, so first off, I always use the Lizel cleanse and polish to take off my makeup, and then I did used to always use the Lizel toner, and then when I went into the store I see that the Ordinary do their own. So this is it, and so this is a glycolic acid 7% toning solution, but it's got a low pH level. So what they were comparing this to was like the Pixie tonic. And actually that same day I'd picked up that before, but they were saying this is a lot more gentler on your skin. So with the Pixie tonic, I think they say to use in the morning and AM and the PM, whereas this they just say for the PM, as it's got the higher 7% acid. So what this is going to do is obviously it gets off any extra makeup that you haven't cleansed off, but also it's just going to really help give your skin, like I kind of just feel like it's had like a brightening effect. Obviously it just all the products help with like any like texture difficulties, which is really going to make your skin look really clean. Any sort of lackluster dullness to the face, this is really going to help with that, because it's basically going to be renewing your skin. Again, you don't use this one twice a day, you're only using this after you've cleansed your face once a day. Then usually I'd then go in like with my hydrochloric acid, but I also added in a new step, which is the retinoid. So this is the advanced retinoid 2%. So basically what this is going to do is any texture irregularities, this is going to be helping with that, and any signs of aging. I know it sounds super silly, but can we ever start too soon to try and not get wrinkles? I don't know. Just use this in the PM, and you don't use this every day. I think you can sort of listen to your skin or listen to what it's telling you, but you can use this up to 3 times a week in the PM. So maybe when you first get it, start introducing like once. I've been doing it twice a week, and you've got to be careful you don't be using it with any other forms of retinoid. Again, I think this is just really going to be help renewing all those like skin cells underneath and really promoting new skin. Is super important as well to be using SPF when using all of these things. And I think the more I'm learning about skincare, the more I'm realising you definitely do need an SPF under your makeup or in your foundation every day. Like, although it's not always sunny, those UV rays really can affect the skin, especially with the new skin that we're trying to regenerate by using all of these products. Then went and tried the product called Buffet, and what they describe this to me as is sort of like the serum that does everything that you might forget about. Yeah, you might have like the hyaluronic acid to help with keeping the face really hydrated, and you've got the caffeine solution for under your eyes to keep the darkness, and you want the retinoid to like help brighten. But this is going to be doing the things that you haven't even thought about. If that's going to be working on that, so I feel like it's a really important part of routine. So surface hydration is going to help with that, any fine lines, and try and reduce any fine lines. Wrinkles, I know that it sounds really silly, like we're trying to prepare not to have wrinkles because obviously they're natural, but it's just going to be helping with that. And again, always just like the textural irregularities. But I've just been really enjoying it. It's just like a nice step knowing that everything is being covered. I'm not missing like a skincare step. Like this is going to be sorting everything else out for me. I would then go in if I'm ever having like those weeks where my skin is like just needing an extra bit of love because of having a few much like congestion, I've had breakouts. I'd go in with the niacinamide 10%. So that's the high strength vitamin and mineral blush blemish formula. So again, I don't use this every day. I just use this when my body's telling me that I need it. So I've had any breakouts, and I just pop a few drops on and put it all over the face or just the problem areas. Again, this was in my last video, so if you wanted any more information about that, give that a watch, and I'll link it below for you or somewhere on the screen. Then with the caffeine solution, again, this is what I spoke about in my last video, just for the under eyes, and I definitely feel it's been helping with my under eyes. I recently have not been sleeping much at all, and I don't feel like you can really tell that much of a difference. And again, it's like I've used none of it because you use the tiny amount. Again, if you want any more information, look at the previous video, part 1 to The Ordinary skincare. I wanted to go in with a few like moisturizers, so I picked up the natural moisturizing factors, and it's just such a hydrating formula. It's just a really nice moisturizer. If you're in the market for a really good moisturizer, and I think it's like £5, then go for this one. I still love the azelaic acid suspension, but what I've been doing is not using that all the time if I'm using my retinoid. So when I'm using my retinoid, I don't use this, as I just don't want to mix it in too much, like, and put too much on my face. But still really love that. That's the brightening one. Super happy with that. I then also picked up the 100% organic cold pressed Moroccan argan oil. Again, this you can use for your hair, for your face, and it's just like one of those products I just feel like you can't really go wrong with it. So again, if you've got like dry ends, like you can just take a few drops when it's damp and just pop it a little bit on. And if you really, like I say, that you've really thick makeup on that day and you feel like your skin's gonna need a little bit of extra love, like put a few drops of this on before bedtime, just really let it soak in, and your skin will really thank you for it. It's just great. Argan oil, Moroccan argan oil is just great anyway, but I've been really happy with that, and I'm glad that I picked it up. Just use it when you feel like your skin is a little bit extra dry. Obviously your hair, you can use that every day. Really good part to the regime. And then because I loved the High Spellucci primer, this one, which is like you don't really want to add sort of matte finish, a bit more of a dewy effect, I loved that, and it was really nice and lightweight. I thought I'm going to pick up the other one as well. So this is the High Adherence Silicone Primer. So this is the Surface Smoother and Blurring primer, and again, you just need a tiny amount, but I've just been loving it. It makes my, like, I put on my makeup today and it just goes on like seamlessly. Like if you touch my face now, it's just so soft, and obviously it's to do with like the whole regime, obviously, but I've really been enjoying this, and it's like £3.90, something ridiculous, and I just feel like it's just amazing. You need this in your life as well. So I mean, I now own 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 things from the Ordinary skincare range, and I've been really enjoying using it. I feel like once you really enjoy your skincare, you don't forget to do it. Like sometimes you take off your makeup and you're putting on skincare, it's a bit like a chore, whereas with this I feel like it's a little bit exciting. You're kind of in control of what you want for your skin and what it's going to do for you. I picked up also another bottle of this, which isn't from the Ordinary range. This is called the Fountain, and this is the Happy one, of course. It's basically a dietary supplement. They do like loads in the range, but some for your skin, there's some for if you're stressed, there's some for if you will need to concentrate, so great if you're doing exams. They say it can take up to 8 weeks to work. You get 24 servings in here. I don't know if it works, but I've been finding that it has. So 2017 for me has been a particularly difficult one. I don't know whether just taking a little bit of this every day makes me just think, okay, I've had my happiness, like this is just going to promote the happiness in myself. But I've been finding that it does help me, and I've looked at obviously reviews and things, and again other people have said the same. Sometimes you only need to take it when you're having a sad day, or you're feeling a bit down, or you feel like you're a little bit stressed at work. And it's just like you can either mix it in with some water, so you could put 10 ml into some water and just drink it in the morning, it's all gone, or just pop on a spoon, and it tastes like pineapple. It's like a sour sweet with this, and I love sweets and I like sour, so not so bad. See, everyone just needs sometimes that little bit of a boost, and maybe this will be that for you. The directions for use, it's got like the ingredients. I'm always quite a bit wary of these things, but no weird side effects. I don't know, a little spoon of happy every day. It did win Cosmopolitan Beauty Awards in 2014, and again I've got like 8 different ones, so maybe just Google it. There was like a skincare one that I wanted to try, but it was a little bit more expensive. This was 20, I think that one was 38, but we'll have another video for you all about the Ordinary foundations coming to you very soon. They're all on pre-order still, and they could be for a little while. I spoke to one of the guys there, and they have 250,000 people on the waiting list online, and they have 25,000 people on the waiting list in store alone. I will definitely be doing a video on both of those foundations for you. All of this came to maybe like £60. £62 all of this came to, and this was £20 alone, so actually it was only £40 on all the skincare, and I picked up 6 extra pieces. So again, that's just crazy. That's like, I don't even know, I can't do the maths, but it's really good price for all of them. But this can be for guys as well. I absolutely am going to be getting my boyfriend to try more and more and more, and I think what we're going to do is like a boyfriend skincare haul maybe, because I think guys need to look after their skins too, not just us girls. And actually this brand, all of this stuff is just so for everyone. Everyone wants to look after their skin. Everybody wants to make sure they're giving everything to their body that they need. Don't forget the basics. Drink loads of water, take your makeup off at night, use a moisturizer, make sure you're, you know, on the days that you don't need to wear makeup, don't wear makeup. There's more and more websites stocking them, so like ASOS is obviously doing it. I think Beauty Bay are now, maybe Cult Beauty. I'll link them all below for you. Please ask me any questions that you may have in the comment box below. Yes, thank you for watching. I look forward to seeing you very, very soon. Bye.